Let me start with a simple question. Are you tired of feeling like you have to control everything and everyone around you? Are you exhausted from the endless cycle of planning, worrying, correcting, fixing, managing, and trying to hold all the strings together? Maybe it's your kids, maybe it's your partner, maybe it's your coworkers, or maybe it's strangers on the internet. You pour your energy into making things go the right way, but somehow, you end every day drained, frustrated, and powerless. I've been there. I've lived it. And I know you probably have too. That's why I want to share with you something that has completely changed the way I look at life. It's an idea that exploded on social media, became a global conversation, and is now shaping how millions of people show up for themselves. It's not complicated. In fact, it's only 2 words. 2 words that can free you from unnecessary battles and hand you back your energy, your focus, and your peace. Those 2 words are, let them. Let them. It sounds almost too simple, right? But that's exactly where the power lies. We spend so much of our lives fighting battles we can never win because we are fighting battles that don't belong to us. From the time we are children, we are taught that if we just work hard enough, if we just try hard enough, we can shape the world exactly the way we want it. And yes, effort matters. Commitment matters. Taking action matters. But here's the truth most of us don't want to face: you cannot control other people. You cannot control their choices, their opinions, their mistakes, or their reactions. Yet we try. We push. We argue. We obsess. We waste hours replaying conversations in our heads, dissecting every word in an email, wondering what someone thinks about us, worrying that they didn't like what we said, or feeling crushed because they didn't invite us or didn't include us. And what happens? Stress. Burnout. Resentment. Think about it. A mother who spends every waking moment dictating her teenagers' choices, what to wear, who to hang out with, how to act, what does she get? Conflict, rebellion, and a broken relationship. An employee who spends nights awake worrying if their boss respects them, what do they get? Anxiety, self-doubt, and no rest. A friend who tries to manage how everyone feels at the dinner table, what do they get? Exhaustion. The truth is painfully simple. Every time you attempt to control someone else, you're engaging in a battle that you will lose, because the only person you can ever truly control is yourself. That's why the let them theory is so powerful. Whenever you feel yourself tightening up, getting angry, spiraling into overthinking about what someone else is doing or not doing, you pause. And you say, let them. Your friends didn't invite you out? Let them. Your coworker is gossiping? Let them. Your partner is making a decision you don't agree with? Let them. Their actions are theirs, not yours. Their choices belong to them, not you. And I need you to hear me on this: letting them does not mean you are weak. Letting them does not mean you are passive. Letting them does not mean you accept abuse or disrespect. Letting them means you recognize what is not yours to carry. It means you choose to put down the weight that was never yours in the first place. It means you stop fighting for control where you have none, and you reclaim all that energy to invest it where it actually matters, in your own life, in your own growth, in your own peace. There is also a second phrase that makes this even more powerful: let me. Let me choose what's best for me. Let me protect my peace. Let me walk away if I need to. Let me set boundaries. Let me live according to my values. Together, let them and let me create one of the most liberating shifts in perspective you will ever experience. Let's make this real with some examples. You plan a family dinner. You put in the work, you cook, you set the table, you create the atmosphere. And then your brother shows up late. In the past, you'd be furious. You'd feel disrespected. You'd let his lateness poison your entire evening. But now, you say, let him. His lateness doesn't have to ruin your night. You still get to enjoy the people who are there. Or maybe you pitch an idea at work and your colleague dismisses it without a thought. You could spiral into doubt. Why don't they respect me? Why don't they value me? Or you could shrug and say, let them. Their reaction doesn't define your worth. Their response doesn't decide the quality of your idea. Even in simple everyday choices, this theory gives you power. People are decorating their homes with colors and styles that bring them joy, instead of worrying what's trendy. If a guest doesn't like the bright yellow walls, let them. In the mornings, instead of scrolling in bed, worrying about what everyone else is thinking or doing, people are combining this mindset with the 5-second rule. They count down 5-4-3-2-1, get up, and remind themselves, let them stay in bed. I'll choose to rise. Now, of course, any idea that goes viral gets critics. Some say, it's too simplistic. Life is complicated, it can't be reduced to 2 words. Others say, what about harmful behavior? What if letting them means ignoring something toxic? Here's the answer, the simplicity is the gift. Because when you are in the middle of stress, when your emotions are hot, you don't need a 10-step plan. You need something you can remember, something you can use instantly. 2 words are enough. And as for harm, that's where let me comes in. Let me set boundaries. Let me walk away. Let me refuse to tolerate disrespect. This isn't about abandoning responsibility. It's about knowing the difference between what belongs to you and what doesn't. And if critics still say, this won't work, the answer is simple, let them. I've seen the power of this in real people's lives. A mother told me she spent years at war with her teenage daughter. Every argument ended in tears. When she embraced the let them theory, she stopped fighting over every detail. She let her daughter make mistakes. And their relationship began to heal. A young man said he used to obsess over whether his boss liked him. Every word, every glance, he analyzed. Then he realized, let my boss think whatever he wants. I'll focus on doing my best. That shift freed him. Online, thousands share tattoos that say let them, sticky notes on mirrors, journal entries, lifestyle, a community, a movement. And I'll be honest with you. For years, I lost hours of my life worrying what others thought of me. Was I making the right career choice? Did they approve of my friendships? Did they like what I was wearing? I'd agonize over reactions that weren't even mine to control. But when I started practicing let them, I felt lighter. I felt free. Because I finally realized that other people's opinions don't change my truth. Their choices don't cancel out my value. Now I want to hand you some tools. Because this isn't just a theory, it's a practice. The next time someone does something that triggers you, pause. Don't react. Ask yourself, is this mine to control? If the answer is no, whisper those words, let them. When someone is about to make a mistake, resist the urge to jump in. Let them fail. Let them learn. Let them grow. Don't rob others of the lessons you yourself had to learn the hard way. Every morning, remind yourself, today, I don't have to carry everything. Today, I choose peace. You can journal it, say it out loud, or set it as your phone wallpaper. And don't forget the second half, let me. When someone crosses your boundary, don't just say let them. Say let me. Let me protect myself. Let me say no. Let me leave. Let me choose differently. You can even practice with micro challenges. Someone cuts you off in traffic? Let them. Someone leaves a nasty comment online? Let them. Your coworker takes credit for your work? Let them. Then follow with let me. Let me speak up and clarify the truth. The more you practice, the easier it becomes. And soon, it's automatic. So let's land this. Life is too short to spend fighting battles you cannot win. Too precious to waste on the moods, mistakes, and judgments of others. The let them theory is not about indifference, it's about power. It's about freedom. It's about claiming back your peace and your energy so you can finally invest in what truly matters. From this day forward, when you feel pulled into chaos, stop. Take a breath. Say let them. Then follow with let me. Let me choose peace. Let me focus on what I can control. Let me live fully, unapologetically, authentically. Because the moment you let go of controlling others is the moment you take full control of yourself. And that is where true freedom begins. So I ask you right now, what are you finally ready to let go of? And what will you finally allow yourself to embrace? The choice is yours.